Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to discuss about conditionals and loops. So we're going to discuss what for, while, and how to use if, else if, and else. So I believe this is where the fun starts. So without further ado, let's just move on to the next slide. So we're going to first discuss about conditionals. So conditionals in C++ consist of if, as if, and else. And the execution order of the conditionals is from top to down, so like the usual C++ code. And after a condition is correct, the block of conditional is terminated. You can see the example later, so it will become more clear. So in here we have an integer x equals to 5, and there's a block of code that will check the value of x, and if x is equal to 5, it will print a. Else if x divided by 2 has a remainder of 1, it will print b, else it will print c. So as you can see here, the first thing that the code will check is whether x is equal to 5 or not. So x is equal to 5 here, and therefore it will print a. The question is, will it print b? No, because it has already been check that it's equal to 5, and if, else if, and else it belongs to one block of code, so the rest of the checks are not conducted, so it will print a only. And in this case, it'll be slightly different, because as you can see here, it's if and then else. So it'll print ab because first it'll check whether x is equal to 5 or not, and it is yes, so it prints a. And then it checks again, because the first if is different from the second if, so it'll check whether x divided by 2 has a remainder of 1 or not, and the answer is yes, so it prints b. And do keep in mind that the way to check whether a value is the same or not, I mean two values are the same or not, is to use the double equal sign instead of the one equal sign, because as you can see there, the integer x equals to 5 is an assignment operator based on our previous video. So if you want to have a boolean check, then you need to have double equal statement, and as you can see there, 5 equals to 2 returns false because they are different. And then we move on to looping. So in C++ there are two types of loop, and I believe they're the same in every languages. So there are for and while. So we're going to discuss about for first. So the syntax for the for loop is as following. So we first initialize a variable, and then the condition, and then the update. So I have an example there for integer I equals to 0. So we add 1 until I is equal to 5. So when it reaches 5, it will stop. And then I do want to say that you can actually initialize several variables. So let's say like for integer I equals to 0, and then j equals to 1. So it doesn't matter how many variables you declare, as long as you make the structure like that. So initialize, condition, and update will always be correct. And next we have the while loop. So the while loop is a bit different. I think while loop is a bit specific in terms of usage, so it's quite limited, but it's still as versatile as the for loop. So the way to make a for loop is while condition. So basically you just have to make the conditions, and yeah, that's basically it. But remember to update the value, or else it'll be an infinite loop. So like as you can see here, right, there's an update. So in the while, you should actually update in the bracket. So like let's say while x is larger than 5, and then what you do, let's say x minus 2 every time or x minus minus. Just remember to update so that it will not cause any errors. And we're going to the last part, break and continue. So in C++, you can use break and continue to do specific tasks in a loop. So like break will terminate your loop if a condition is fulfilled, and then continue will skip one update in your loop is if a condition is fulfilled. So as you can see here, I have this block of code. So in this piece of code, if I is 7, then the loop will be terminated. You can see there. And then I have another if I is odd, then we print the number, else we skip. So if the number is even, we can skip. So the output of this code will be that 135. So every time I encounter an odd number, I will print the number and then print the new line and then so on until the number is 7. Until the I is 7, and then it will break. So it will actually not reach 10. So you can see on the for loop is less than equal to 10, right? But I terminated at 7 using the break statement. So I have several exercises. I believe that they're quite easy. So I think that it should be doable. I think I will post it also in my GitHub. I'll try to find my time to actually code them out and then post it on GitHub. I will also update it on my YouTube. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, press like and then subscribe if you want to get notifications for other videos. Thank you.